Well, it's summertime. It's time to swim, boat, and have fun with your fur kids on the water. Today, my guest on the show is Kannyn MacRae. He is the owner of Dog on Water, company that makes ramps for dogs to get in and out of the water easily. Hello, Kannyn.
Hi,
Thanks for joining me on People with Passion for Pets.
I love it. Thanks for having us.
You are the owner of Dog on Water, which is the company that produces an amazing product. And I really wanted to have you on in the summertime because we love to play with our dogs in the water. And we've been using your ramp and just absolutely love it. The dogs love it. We think it's so convenient. So I just thought our listeners would really enjoy to hear about the product and how it came to be. And of course, People with Passion for Pets, it's all about products that kind of get invented out of the love for our pets. And I think your product definitely fits that bill. So tell us a little bit about your company and the product that you have.
Well, Dog on Water Ramp is a company that's been around for about 20 years. We make a ramp that inflates and provides a submerged ramp that allows dogs to get out of the water safely. It really came out of the love for dogs and the safety of getting them out of the water. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people use the ramp, and the dogs, we get letters from dogs and emails from dogs and pictures from dogs saying, we love your ramp.
We do have a boat, and we do love playing with our dogs in the water. And we used to have a Chesapeake Bay Retriever. He was over 100 pounds, and I can definitely tell you it was always hard to get him back into the boat, just through the little steps that are there. And it would usually take both of us, one in the water pushing and the other, dragging the dog in. And that's certainly not comfortable for the dog. So your ramp is awesome. And what I love most about it is that it's also portable because it does inflate. It's made out of this really sturdy product. But it's also easy to take places, and that makes a big sense when you're like us and you have a small boat that you put on the trailer and you take to different lakes. So
as they say, great products solve a problem.
this last weekend we were actually at a friend's house at a pool, and we brought it with us. And my husband, we're dog trainers by trade, and one of the things that he said that he really liked about it is that it can become a permanent in your dog's life. So if you're like us and you travel with your pets and you may take them to different waters and different water situations, this can be something that they are trained to look for. So if you have your own pool at home, sure, you can train your dog to go out on a certain step. But if you go to different pools, do you train your dog every time? This just makes a surefire way to let your dog know this is the way out of deep water. So I really like that about it as well.
Once the dog knows where to get out of the water, a lot of people move it from the boat to the dock when they're staying somewhere because the dog wants to continue to swim even though the boat has been docked. And the dog simply just uses it as a way to go in the water whenever they want to.
Exactly. Yeah. And I guess that's not it. It's not just to get out of the water. It also provides a wonderful way to get into the water.
Absolutely. I think you can see here the dog behind me is jumping over it, but a lot of dogs use it to rest on. We get pictures of dogs that are staying cool in the mesh ramp or sitting on the platform. It's their spot, and they know it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how did tell us a little bit about the evolution of the product or how you came about it?
Well, in 1998, Barry Rogers, known as Bear, he had a dog named Jake, a yellow lab, and they had a pontoon boat, and they are actually in Arizona. They struggled to get Jake out of the water when Jake would want to go swimming. And so Bear, just said, out of necessity, I'm going to try and figure something out. He got core foam and made a U shape out of it, applied plywood to the top, and then he suspended carpet in the U shape to make the ramp. And you can see the original picture of the original idea on our website. And in 2003, he decided he really wanted to really turn this into a business. So he patented the product and started, Doggone Water Ramp. And, for the last, 20 years, he's been running it as a, as they call it, a side hustle, right? He had a career and he just did this in the summertime, shipped everything from his home and handled the business. He couldn't get consistent manufacturing qualities, and he couldn't get enough supply, and he could just kept getting let down by local suppliers. So Bear and I were introduced, and Bear hired me actually in the beginning as a consultant to help him get this product made. And he wanted to move to a more stable platform. And there was a technology called drop stitch, 2 pieces of PVC with thousands of little strands between it. And when you inflate that, those strands make the top and bottom become rigid. And people will recognize it if they have a stand-up paddleboard. It's what almost all stand-up paddle boards are made of today. And so you have a pump and you pump it up and it becomes rigid and hard. And so we make, if you again, looking back, that U shape you see here, that is all one piece now. There is no aluminum involved. There's no plastic platform involved. You inflate it. The mesh ramp is the only consistent part that has remained the same, is its mesh ramp. And it's one piece. And that, to your point of portability, the previous ramp was portable, but it required a lot of disassembly and reassembly and not very easy at all. So this new design was going to be ultra portable and only require you to carry a pump and the device itself, the ramp itself. We had prototypes made and we worked with several different factories and we got this product made. And then, like everyone else, COVID hit. And we sat for 2 years waiting to sort of bring the product in and during that time, Bear, who had decided that this wasn't something that he wanted to do every summer and that this was, he wanted to travel. He's an avid traveler. So we purchased the company 2 years ago from Bear, and he's still very close to us and he helped consult on certain things. We redid the website. We have faster shipping. We ship international, which Bear never did. Yeah, we were able to take his little baby and continue to grow it and make it bigger and get it out to more customers. So he's ecstatic that more and more people are having the ramp and getting the ramp, and because there's nothing like this internationally. And there's dog lovers and dogs who swim all over the world. So yeah, so it's been a great expansion to the business.
And as you mentioned, the product, it's available on Amazon and it's also available through your website. And of course, we'll be sure to share those links in the description below so that everybody can find you real easily. But share a little bit about where the website is. And are you on other social medias as well?
Yeah, we're on Instagram and Facebook. We get emails and calls from people all the time that say, I saw your ramp on another boat today. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this forever. Yeah. And they immediately buy it and they immediately love it. And they want to tell us how much they love it. So, we're available on Amazon simply because a lot of people really trust Amazon, and it also gets the product out there for people to search. And it's available on our website, which is www.doggonwaterramp.com. And we put a very large website on the side of the pontoon so that boaters who drive up can just see it without having to, spend a lot of time asking the current owner where to get it. And so it's about really getting people to see this solution and then be able to buy it very easily, whether they want to buy it on Amazon or buy it on our own website. And there's one size, there's one color, so there's not a whole lot of choices to be made, confusion to be made. And we're a US-based company with customer service. Every product has issues. There's little things that happen. We get a lot of Bear's old customers that their pontoons have broken down or the aluminum frames have been bent, by something, and they contact us and we don't have any spare parts for them, but we offer them a discount on their old part on their, on a new one because they love the product so much and we want to keep them as a customer. So
that's really neat.
We do have a season. We normally sell out. It's not, as you mentioned, it's not a very large product when it comes to transporting it, but it comes with a great duffel bag / backpack where it all folds up into one piece, so you can store it on your boat or in your RV. But shipping it is actually pretty expensive because it's a pretty large box. But we have free shipping in the US. We cover that cost. So the biggest question we get is, will it work for my boat, right? Will it work for my dock? Will it work particularly pontoon boats? And then the question is always about the height, right? Pontoon boats are high out of the water. Docks are high out of the water. Our ramp sits about 6 inches out of the water, and most dogs can jump on a couch. So if your dog can jump on your couch, which is an average of 20 inches, then your dog can jump about 26 inches from our platform up to your pontoon. And that's about the height of a pontoon, right? So a lot of people question whether their dog is going to be able to make the leap. And the truth is, the dogs, if they're healthy dogs and they actually are swimming, will normally be able to make the leap. And then the other question is, how big of a dog? It holds 200 pounds. It can hold very large dogs. In fact, there are people who contact us about small dogs, and in most cases, you can pick up your small dog out of the water, so you don't necessarily need this ramp. If you have a large dog and a small dog, that small dog is going to follow the large dog up the ramp, and you have a solution there. And then the other question that we get is, how can it, tie up? And we have tie-up D-rings, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 2 in the back. And it allows you lots of versatility to tie it up, and it can attach. We have never had anyone say it will not attach to my boat or my dock.
That's what I really liked about it, is that you didn't need any screws or attachments for the boat. So that makes it very versatile. Of course, we are going to share our close-up review on our YouTube channel, so that people can take a look at how easy it was to set up and how the dogs used it. So I'll be sure to link that to our interview once that is live on the channel. Yeah, and it's great. It took the dogs only a few moments to get used to it. They really didn't have any trouble. Again, if you have a dog that loves water, you're already out there, whether or not at the pool or on your boat, then they'll get used to it very, very quickly, and just absolutely love the freedom of being, going in and out without assistance from the owner, which is really great.
That it's true. The dog gets to decide when to go in and when, and the freedom to choose is amazing. Yeah, you can see these 2 dogs just playing. There's 2 dogs here just having a great time here. And that's a dog. That's a person. That's an actual customer picture. Attached to a dog. So it gives the freedom, and dogs love it. We get emails from dogs all the time telling us how much they love the ramp. So I have invented and also produced many products in my 25-year career. And this product gets more love from the customer than any other product I've ever been part of. It's the joy that it brings to dogs is amazing. So, and we hear from them. So
one of the things it comes with also is a repair kit. So is there sometimes an opportunity, I guess sharp edges or something could damage the outer shell? Or
it could, the drop stitch technology, the PVC that's used, it's very thick. So it is very durable, but I'm sure at some point that'll happen, right? There'll be something sharp on a boat. The great thing is you can patch it. Yes, the answer is you can patch it, right? And there's a 2-year warranty on the product, and we even go past that. If for some reason something happens and it's our product, it's our, defective issue, we're going to cover you because, you've spent a lot of money on this, and, it should last. Bear's original product, there's still products that are 7, 8, 10 years old that are still in use today. And everything's included that you need, instructions. There's videos on the website of how to inflate it and deflate it. There's pictures of customers, lots of different things on how to attach it to boats. So everything really, and then again, we have our phone number on the website. So I get lots of calls from people that want to just clarify certain things, and we answer the phone and talk to them. So yeah.
And I can't tell you how rare that is in these days. I mean, I'm sure my listeners, they can agree with that too. Sometimes you buy a product and you're looking for a contact information, and there isn't an email, and there isn't a phone number, and there isn't an address, and you kind of wonder, how would I ever get in touch with somebody if I had, a question? So I do appreciate the awesome customer service that you offer. And I think it's a great product. So I can highly recommend it. Anybody that loves to play with their dogs on water, whether or not it's in the pool or with a boat or just even, go into the lake. This is just a great way to have your dog enjoy the water, and you don't have to try to get them in and out of the water. So it's just an awesome product.
Well, thank you so much for having us and letting us share the message.
Awesome. Thank you, Kannyn. Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.
Thanks so much for joining us on People with Passion for Pets. If you enjoyed this interview, then you might also like a lot of our other interviews. So check out my playlist over here for the second season of People with Passion for Pets. And until next time, keep your paws on the road.